Hey everybody, it's time for the next chunk of our learning with a little tweet. It is still Monday, April 20th, and we're still doing day 14 lessons, but this time we're doing math. And instead of social studies this week, we're working on science. So in social studies, we're learning about maps. In science, we're going to be learning a little bit more about living things, which I think is really cool. Okay, so here's what you're going to need. Math is all the same stuff, guys. We worked on the number 11, 12, 13. Today we're working on number 14. So you need either a blank one of these or just like I've been doing, use the same one that you've been using the whole time. We'll just add to it. You also need this paper that we've been adding to as well. See where it says day 14 right here. That's where you're going to be doing your work today. You also need your cards for your fluency game. You're going to play that again. And then for science, you don't really need anything. There's going to be an optional kind of activity at the end and a blank piece of paper for that you might want to do. You might want to get, okay? Oh, pencil. You don't even really need crayons today, just for this part, just a pencil. So go ahead and you're going to pause the video and get your materials. All right, let's go ahead and get started with math. So today we're working on the number 14. Go ahead and practice writing the number 14 with your finger. We're going to start with our 1, and then for the 4, I like to do an L and then a line down. Okay, so go ahead and practice writing 14. 1, 4. All right, now, so I've just been adding to this paper as we go because I know some of you picked up packets and it only came with one piece of paper. So I don't even really have a great eraser, but if you have an eraser, you can just erase what you wrote there and then write the number 14 instead of the numbers we did before. I'm just going to write it over here since I ran out of room. That just shows that that's the number I'm on. So I'm going to go ahead and add a smiley face. I have 10, 11, 12, 13, 14. And then here I made an array just with kind of rows, but I made it in a different way than those rows. Now, a true array, like if we were doing an array for multiplication, would have, I think, even rows. So an array for 14 could be a row of 7 and then another row of 7. That is a little advanced. We haven't really learned about arrays in kindergarten yet, but I think just doing your smiley faces in rows is just fine. Okay, and I don't think they have to be even for our purposes. Okay, so here we're going to show the number 14 with 10 frames. We know that if we've filled up a 10 frame, it's 10, so we don't even have to count those. 10, 11, 12, 13, and we're just going to add one more. Whoa, that's a crazy circle. One more to make 14 counters. All right, so next, whoops, where's my other paper? I lost it. Oh, I think it's down here. Sorry, guys. Oh, I'm getting my stuff all over the place. Here it is. Okay, so the directions for today say that we're supposed to draw 14 hearts. Now, if hearts are hard for you, you can pick something else to draw. I know not everyone knows how to draw hearts yet. This might be a good opportunity to practice. So let me just show you how I do a heart. I do kind of like I start off kind of like a backwards C, but then I bring it down to a point. And then I do a loop on the other side, okay? So it's like a hook and kind of bring it to the middle, and then a hook and bring it to the middle. But if hearts are too hard for you, pick something else that you feel like you're really good at drawing that you can draw pretty quickly, okay? So let me just go ahead and do this quickly, and then we'll talk about the next part of our math. So I'm gonna go ahead and do my 14 hearts. You know what, I'm just gonna show you how to do all of this and then pause the video and let you do it. Okay, so your first page is this, then you're going to do this, And I think I'll go ahead and you can pause the video and you can do those, and then we'll talk about your fluency game. So you're doing those 2 papers right now after you pause the video. So go ahead and pause the video and work on the number 14. Okay, hopefully you're done with those papers. And just like with our literacy papers, you're going to want to make sure these are in a safe place because your teachers are going to want to see these as well. So if you're in my class, take a picture, send it to me through Class Dojo or text. And I'm most interested in seeing this page, actually. I don't know what other teachers want to see. I'm not as interested in seeing this page. I'd really like to see this page because it shows what you've done for all 4 of those days of math. Okay, and if you missed a day, it's easy to just like quickly update this. You guys are pretty good at your team numbers already. Okay, so here we're going to do our fluency game. I have our little cards. This time I just flipped them over, and for those of you who this still feels like a little bit of a challenge, you can just play the way that the instructions say, where you pick a card and then you need to say how many more counters you need to make 10. So here I have 9 counters. I just need 1 more to make 10. So I would say 1. And then I think it's fun to feed them to stuffed animals. So you can go ahead and feed it to somebody. I can even stick it under that little bunny. That's her card now. Oh, guess what? 1 again. See this one. Are you kidding me? 1 again. Oh my goodness. All right, let's see if we can get a different one. There we go. So this time I need 7 counters to make 10. I have 3, so I would need 7 more to fill up that 10 frame. So my answer is 7. Okay, now, if you've done that a couple times and you feel like you're ready for a challenge, you can pick 2 cards and add them together. So here I have 8 plus 1 is 9, and I could feed both cards to the stuffed animal. Another challenge is you could set these up kind of like a memory game, and you could flip over 2 cards, and it's only a match if they add up to 10. Okay, so like here's 1. The only way I can get a match is if I pick a card that has 9. Now you can kind of see through them. Oh, that's 8. But still, you can kind of see through the cards. But that just might be another challenge for you, is to kind of pair up cards that would go together to make 10. Okay, so that's just another option for you if that original fluency game, maybe you feel like that's a little bit too easy for you because you've already practiced that skill a lot and you're ready for something new. Okay, guys, that's it for math. Now we're going to get started on a new topic for science. All right, I forgot to say that you need to pause the video and do your fluency game before we go to science. So go ahead and pause the video. All right, now we're going to do science. So here's what it says for our science talk today. It says, me and those around me. Did you know that you are a mammal? What physical characteristics do you have that make you a mammal? All right, now it doesn't have a video linked, but we have not learned about that yet. I mean, I know we've talked a lot about living things, but we haven't talked about mammals yet. So I thought we should watch a little video about what a mammal is and what characteristics mammals have in common. Okay, so let's watch this video real quick.
Mammals. Mammals are a type of animal. They can be found all over the place, underwater, on land, even in the air.
Wait, did she just say mammals are a type of animal and we are mammals? Does that mean that humans are animals? Little tweet, is that true? Yep. Some of you might not have known that. Humans are mammals. We are mammals. We are actually a kind of animal. It's pretty amazing.
All mammals have backbones, are warm-blooded, and have fur or hair. Here are some examples of mammals. Tiger, whale.
Now, some of you might be thinking, well, Miss Hill, she just said mammals have to have fur or hair. whales do not have fur or hair. Some mammals, like whales, are a little confusing because you can't really see their fur or their hair, but they have little hairs all over their body, or even just on like a certain part of their body. So some of these you'll think, that doesn't have fur or that doesn't have hair, but some of those hairs are just really too small for you to see from far away, but they are there, okay? So some animals like snakes and lizards and frogs, they don't have any hair at all. But some animals do. You just have to be able to look really, really close to see their hair. Okay.
Lion, monkey, deer, rabbit, elephant, porcupine.
Yeah, same thing with an elephant. You might not know that elephants actually do have hair. It's just you can't really see it from far away, but they have little hairs. And actually they do have a little bit of fur or hair at the end of their tail, I think.
Porcupine, sea lion,
Look at those whiskers.
and humans.
Humans. Now, most humans have hair on the top of their head, but if you guys look closely at your bodies, you might see like little hairs even on your arms or your legs. Humans actually do have hair in other places too, not just on their head. So if you take a close look at your arm or your leg and see if you can see tiny, tiny little hairs. Okay?
Thanks for watching.
Oh, that's it. Whoops. Okay. All right, guys. That was just a little bit of learning about mammals. There's lots more to learn. So one thing, well, actually two things I'm going to tell you real quick. Mammals are born from their mom, and some other animals, like little tweet, for example, hatches out of an egg, right? So animals that hatch out of an egg are called oviparous. The way I remember that is because an O kind of looks like an egg. So little tweet is oviparous. Little tweet hatched out of an egg. All birds are oviparous. Other kinds of animals, like bunnies, they don't hatch out of eggs. They're born right from their mom. So mammals are one of those kinds of animals that are born right from their mom. That's called, I think the word is viviparous. Now you guys know these huge words. Oviparous, viviparous, mammals. Oh my goodness, your brain is just full of big words now. So mammals are viviparous, and they also drink milk from their mom. Other animals, like little tweet, they don't drink milk from their mom. Their mom or their dad brings them food to eat, and they put their little heads up and they're like, cheep, 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 cheep. And the mom or dad drops like bugs and whatever else they found that is delicious to birds and drops it in their mouth. Okay, guys, so that's a little bit more information about mammals. I'm about to run out of time. The last thing you guys are going to do, and this says that you can draw a picture of yourself and label a physical characteristic that makes you a mammal. I'll give you a clue. But if you just want to look in the mirror and do that, I think that's fine too. Just look in the mirror and think, what makes me a mammal? I also think it would be fun to see if you can spot any mammals around your house and talk to somebody about that and maybe make a list. All right, guys, good job.